I am already ready for summer. It hasn't even been that.
I want to get my darn shot.
Just wait, they don't have enough vaccine to give us all shots. So I'll start thinking about it seriously in about a month.
Well, well, my age group's due February 1st.
Kroger's at Wilmington Pike is going to be giving us shots.
Yeah,
Found that out last weekend.
right. At the moment, they're 80 plus right now.
Right.
Mom in yesterday. She's very, very happy. She hasn't been out of the house since March 10th.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
A lady called in actually. This is before they had any real notification of where they were going to be, asking if we knew where they were going to be. And I just directed her to the health department because I didn't really know where else at the time.
Well,
Tell
yeah,
her.
my wife and I, Carol and I are signed up for the Greene County Health Department.
Mhm.
And
I
they're
saw
giving-
the sign up thing, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and they're giving them over there at the old Career Center.
That's cool. All right, I have us up on YouTube, so I think we're
Okay.
like a minute out.
Yep, I got 5:58.
Looks like a pretty easy agenda.
It should be.
Yeah.
Pam, is there anybody meeting in the city building?
For meetings, no.
Nobody.
Nope, everybody's on Zoom.
Okay, well, that actually makes it easier.
It's actually very easy.
Are you or the city tracking traffic to the YouTube channel? Like how many people?
Yeah, I
See
do.
the videos? Okay.
Yeah.
How many people do we get watching?
Today at the moment, hold on. Oh, I'm not on the right screen. See that? Oh, because I'm logged in. Okay, I'm not logged in as the city right now, so I can't tell you right this second.
I know the
A lot-
VZA.
What's nice is then though it's the videos are out there and sometimes people watch them after the fact. They don't necessarily
Yeah.
watch them live, but the video still is on the YouTube page because I'll see that the number goes up over time.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes I watch like council meetings after they have happened. So
So I have 6. Do you? Are we ready?
Yeah,
All right. So good evening, everybody. I want to call the Bellbrook Planning Board meeting of January 21st to order. Take a roll call, please.
Mr. Tuttle,
Here.
Mr. Stengel,
Here.
Mr. Harding,
are we having video problem?
no? Are you having a video problem? Can you see us, Denny?
I just had something flash up on my screen. My internet is unstable
Oh, I've seen that. Don't worry about it.
for some reason.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
we have a Spectrum 400. Shouldn't be
You know-
unstable at all.
It seems to only happen when we're doing Zoom meetings, so
Really?
I'm not
Wow.
too concerned about
Okay.
it.
So if somebody said something, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just getting to you, Mr. Bennett. We're doing roll call.
Oh, I'm here.
Chairman Thompson.
I'm here.
It's free. My screen's freezing up for some reason. Wow. Let me check. Let me check see what I'm on.
So while he's doing that,
I'm on
can we,
Spectrum
is there a motion to approve or discussion on the minutes from December 17th?
Yeah, I will make that motion.
I'll second it.
A motion was made by Mr. Bennett to approve the minutes of December 17th, 2020, and this was seconded by Mr. Stangle. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
Aye.
you.
So it looks like old business first, a rehash or just rediscussion of Article 14. I think we tabled that last time for more information.
Yep.
So Jessica.
So you should have seen the changes highlighted in red. In addition, Tim brought up one thing in towards the end of Article 14. If you look at 14.09, it should say 3 members shall be residents of the city, not 2 members. Just FYI. So I was wondering if there were any additional comments from the board regarding Article 14.
Looks good to me.
It looks good to me. How much more do we have to do?
If you guys are good with it today, then it would go to council. So
Yeah. I'm good with it.
Well done.
Motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve Article 14.
I'll second. Just make sure we get that one correction in there.
Yes.
and then-
yeah.
Yeah, does the motion have to have the word revision in it or anything like that? Revision?
Yeah, when I read out the motion, I'll put that it'll include that revision, so. All right, so Mr. Bennett made a motion to approve Article 14 with one revision to 14.09 to state 3 members shall be residents of the city. And this motion was seconded by Mr. Tuttle. Mr. Bennett,
Yes.
Mr. Tuttle,
Yes.
Mr. Stangle,
Yes.
Mr. Harding,
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
I feel like we should have champagne or something. That's a
Right.
big one. Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
maybe we should have had some prepared.
I know. Well, whole celebration to.
Yeah, I know that was a lot of work, so thank you to both of you.
Thank you, you guys. You guys provided some really good comments, and you really helped us along. We couldn't have done it without you. So the next item on the agenda, I guess if you want to introduce it, that's your job, not mine.
Yeah, so the next item is a rediscussion of the recreational vehicles. Same situation. We tabled it last time for more information or redefinition. So back to you, Jessica.
So I went through this this time, and the last time we just sort of were asking where specifically you wanted to see recreational vehicles and commercial vehicles. This time I decided, hey, let's go in, change the code, bring it back to you. That way it's really kind of clear what we're going for. And it also has what districts, it adds it into the code, what districts they'll be permitted and what districts it'd be prohibited. So in it, all the changes are highlighted in red as well. So if you have any questions or comments, we're open again, like always, for them. So.
I didn't have anything. I really didn't have too many comments last time other than the definitions that are now on there. So it looks fine to me.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. It reads really nicely and it's very clearly defined. And thank you for putting changes in red.
Yeah.
Red really helps.
I had no additional comments.
Yeah, this one's
Ed?
kind of an easier one.
I'm good.
Motion?
I'd make a
Motion.
motion to approve it as is.
Second that.
All right, a motion was made by Mr. Tuttle to approve updates to section 3.02 recreational. Hold on one second. Do you guys hear that?
Yes,
Yes.
what is it?
I don't know. I think somebody's watching something on TV. It sounded like some alarm. Sorry.
You
Let
guys
me
breaking
start
up
again. That,
right
I don't know
now.
what that
It's
was.
breaking up a little.
Yeah, it's on TV. Okay. Mr. Tuttle made a motion to approve changes to section 3.02 definitions for recreational vehicles. Oh, I guess it's, okay. How should I state this? Let me go back.
I think it's, I guess, changes to the definitions of recreational vehicles, as well as changes to 18.26 of the zoning ordinance, as well as 18.22.
What was the other one? 18.22?
18.22, that's for commercial vehicles. So
Okay.
section 3.02 for definitions of recreational and commercial vehicles, and then 18.26 for recreational vehicles, and 22 for trailer and commercial and semi-trailer and trucks.
Real quick, I didn't introduce the commercial vehicles, so we just want to clump that into one.
Oh, yeah, I kind of just clump it in my head, sorry. But yeah, if we,
Okay.
were there any comments though regarding commercial vehicles?
Yeah, if you gents can take a look at both of them, not just recreational.
Or we can approve them separately.
Yeah, let's just do that, I think.
Let's approve them separately.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good to go in recreation.
Okay, so let me
Waffle on that real quick.
restate that one. All right, Mr. Tuttle made a motion to approve changes to section 3.02 definitions and section 18.26 concerning recreational vehicles of the Bellbrook zoning code. This was seconded by Mr. Bennett. Mr. Tuttle,
Yes.
Mr. Bennett,
Yes,
Mr. Stangle,
Yes.
Mr. Harding,
Just wanted to ask one more question. I hate to do this, but there's one thing I wasn't sure about and I forgot about it until just now. I apologize, but I was trying to,
Okay.
under motorhome, a portable dwelling designed and constructed as a self-mounted vehicle on wheels and designed for travel recreation. Is the word self-mounted correct? Because it's a trailer with a motor. I mean, it's a self-propelled,
self-mounted.
Correct.
Yeah, you might have a point. It didn't mount itself.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that's in there or why that's worded that way. Yeah, we'll just remove self-mounted. Well, we'll construct,
Motorized.
portable dwelling,
A portable
vehicle.
dwelling.
Constructed-
we'll remove and construct it as a self-mounted vehicle.
It should be constructed as a motorized vehicle on wheels and designed for
Yeah.
travel.
Constructed as a motorized vehicle on wheels.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we'll remove the other part.
Yes. No, I'm good. Sorry.
So do we need a new motion to capture that change?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Okay.
okay, Tim, you make the motion, I'll second it.
Okay, I would make a motion to approve the slightly revised definitions and the section 18.26.
And I will second that.
Okay. A motion was made by Mr. Tuttle to approve section 3.02 definitions of recreational vehicle with the change from a motorhome as a self-mounted vehicle to a motorized vehicle, and updates to section 18.26 recreational vehicles. And this motion was seconded by Mr. Bennett. Mr. Tuttle,
Yes.
Mr. Bennett,
Yes.
Mr. Stangle,
Yes.
Mr. Harding,
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
All right.
Good catch, Brady. Thanks.
Like deja vu for a second.
Okay, now we can talk about commercial vehicles.
Yeah, now we're moving on
Let's
to
do that.
commercial
Let's-
vehicles. I think that's section 3.02 and 18.22. Jessica?
Yeah, sorry about that earlier. I worked on these together, so I just was thinking of them in conglomerate. So again, the changes are made in red. It's similar to the changes that were made to recreational vehicles. So if you have any comments or concerns, if you wanted to bring those up to us, that way we could have the changes, or if you want to approve it as is, we can do that. And we're always open, so.
My only question, I think I might have said something last time about this section. The unloading and loading for 24 hours. I think I said this last time, actually, when I moved in here, I had a like a 22 foot, semi trailer that had all my stuff from New York in it. And there's no way to unload one of those in 24 hours unless you've got, 6 guys doing it with you. And I don't know if we can just maybe put without contacting the zoning director, something in there to give somebody, a better than 24-hour window if they're going to need it, just in those very rare circumstances. I just don't want them to be constrained by this without some kind of out. Maybe they just have to call and let you know that it's going to be there for 3 days, and they'll have it out of there. Something like that. And that's just my opinion, but.
Yeah, I think we could change that to be 72 hours. I don't see a problem with 72 hours. Do you, Pam?
No, I
You
think
could
that
even
would be
say
fair.
like,
And if people don't need the 72 hours, they got it done. But if they do need more time, then it gives it to them and doesn't require extra work on anybody's case.
I think we could even put at the end of that maybe 72 hours or as determined by the zoning administrator where appropriate.
and you could even say within like a 6-month period or something too, so that people can't try and park it for 3 days, have it gone for 3 days, and then come back for 3 days. I don't want that kind of scenario, but I think for loading and unloading purposes only,
Yeah.
24 hours isn't enough time if it's a big trailer.
Yeah, I see no problem in changing it to 72 hours. And then also adding in a statement or as determined by the zoning administrator.
It's gonna sound stupid. How do you differentiate a commercial trailer from a recreational trailer? Is there anything to call out, anything like the trailers shall not have any commercial graphics, logos, company names, anything printed to the side of it? Because I could just park a trailer out in front and just say it's my recreational. We're parking on the side
That's
yard.
Don't they have different license plate tags?
Yeah, so they have different, the way they are registered is different, and also the way it is defined is different. So a commercial trailer, a recreational or utility trailer is defined one way versus a commercial trailer is more leaning towards a semi-trailer. Or that's the least the way I'm interpreting it.
that clarify
You
your
know-
question, Brady?
Now that does bring up a point though. So I know there's several of these around, like these local landscaping groups. It's not really a commercial size, like semi, tractor trailer. But they're pulling around trailers. How are those?
If you were to just put in a definition of any trailer, with commercial graphics, logos, company names, et cetera.
Yeah.
A commercial trailer.
How would those be registered? Commercial?
Not
I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, when they are at least doing their insurance, they have to disclose that sort of information. But so any commercial trailer, can you repeat that, Brady? Sorry. With any graphics?
Any trailer with exterior graphics or commercial graphics, logos, company names, et cetera. Consider a commercial trailer. There's got to be better words in that, but yeah.
Could you encompass all three of those caveats with marketing graphics?
Or maybe even that and include, because sometimes they might not necessarily have that on there, but they might be using it for a commercial purpose. So, yeah. So marketing or being utilized in a commercial manner. So we'll have to bring,
Why don't we work on our
we'll have to bring
wording?
this section back.
Yeah, and we'll bring this one back. So that we can make sure we get that wording.
Yeah, but I do like the 72-hour thing Tim brought up. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
You already have in the first line, you already have any vehicle licensed by the state of Ohio as a commercial vehicle or used for a commercial purpose. So that commercial purpose phrase is already in there.
yeah.
You could say it's like, commercial vehicles further defined as anything with any kind of advertising or, commercial contact information, even if it's just a simple telephone number for a commercial business.
Just because you have a trailer doesn't mean you licensed it as a commercial vehicle.
Sure.
Mhm.
I hate to split hairs here, but is it necessary to define commercial purpose?
Probably.
I say commercial purposes as determined by the zoning director on a case-by-case basis. Because that's an easy out.
As zoning administrator's got a lot of work to do. He or she's gonna be getting a lot of phone calls.
Yeah. I'm not sure if there's something already in the zoning code that would sort of that we could reference, but if not, I think that some sort of verbiage for that would probably help, I guess, really control the issue. So we'll make sure to have that in next time as well. So,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Okay.
So with that, there are no topics under new business. So we'll move on to open discussion.
So you guys might be receiving stuff from the Regional Planning Commission of Greene County, Ohio. So they're doing their land use plan update for 2040. They're holding it, I'm actually not sure. They were originally, I think, going to do it at the Sugar Creek Parks building, but I'm not sure if that's where it's at. As soon as they get me the required information, I will forward it over to you. But if you're interested, I think they're wanting people to come and actually provide input for Bellbrook in this section of Greene County regarding what they have for land use. And they'll schedule out and block you in and out according to like your schedule. That way it's socially distanced and you're, not in conflict or potentially exposed to COVID or anything like that.
It also said there was an option of just
Doing it online.
doing like an online survey instead of attending. So,
No,
So
Jeff,
there's that
is
as well.
that for anybody?
So the initial thought was that it would be for planning board, BZA, and I believe council. So I just wanted to bring it up as a heads up because I think they were wanting it to be scheduled by February 1st or 2nd.
Yeah, I got an email today about it.
oh, okay. Yeah, I know some people got emails today and, they didn't let us know that those emails were going out today.
Yeah.
So then we're like,
Yeah.
we could have given everybody a heads up.
So yeah, that's why I'm actually a little bit short on details is because I don't actually have that email. Pam had just forwarded one to me earlier. So just be on the lookout for that. And that's really beneficial for us, especially in the future. When we do land use, we look at first the city's land use plan and then second the county's plan. So that's in any decision-making process from a zoning case to what have you moving forward. And that can affect us even if it's something that's happening in Sugar Creek Township. So if it's a development that's directly outside of Bellbrook and, it could be potentially harmful for Bellbrook, knowing what land use we would expect there is, incredibly important. So if you can, it would be really great.
Is there a particular reason why they're not opening it up to a larger community?
It's broken down into sections, so they're doing it for every individual municipality. So we have our own, like Sugar Creek will have their own group of individuals. Beaver Creek will have their own group of individuals as well as other individual townships and municipalities.
So does that mean they're opening it up to input from citizens of these areas?
I believe
Vice
so.
just-
I
okay.
believe they're also doing it to citizens as well, because they can't not do that. So
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
probably, because seeing what they're trying to do with having an online version and contacting them, because they won't, if you're going to go in person, they have to limit the number of people coming. And I'm guessing they're doing it in phases so that
Yeah.
they can manage people better during this time. That was my take on it, that
yeah,
they'll be releasing it out further as they have time.
staff had sort of done an initial review of it a couple weeks ago. So
I was going to ask, is there recommendations from staff or from you of things that we would want to push to be changed or push to make sure they stay the same?
not really. There wasn't anything to. There wasn't-
We don't have a lot of unused land here in Bellbrook, but just kind of being aware of what's going on around us.
I
But
was
also,
thinking
the
more of
comprehensive
the
plan,
surround. That's what I
yeah,
was
the
thinking. If there's
comprehensive
something
plan pretty much
surrounding
said.
that, we want to make sure we don't allow to change into something else. And
just making sure that areas designated as parkland are designated as so rather than agricultural or and such like that. I think there was a couple that we noticed that were like that. And then Sugar Creek Township is ever changing. So, it's really, that's also their jurisdiction. So we can't say too much, but
Yeah, keep an eye on the watershed.
Mhm.
Okay. And I think I brought this up earlier, but there is trash tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we want to discuss the 2020 code update spreadsheet that you sent out, Pam?
Sure. Council was, on Monday, was having a city goals work session, and they keep asking, it's like, you know, they know that like Article 14's been being worked on for a while. And I was like, I don't know why I never thought to create a spreadsheet before to keep track of, you know, when we've sent these things out, where they are in the process, who's approved them, who's next to approve them. And so I actually created a spreadsheet. So if you see any mistakes on the spreadsheet, let me know. I made this up the other day. So,
Very good.
but I thought it would be, oh, actually, you know what didn't show up on here? The one column on the far left. So it would probably make more sense for you guys. So the first grouping of items are all things that are in the municipal code. I didn't grab everything when I did my print of that. The next, from that empty gray row down to the next one, those are from the zoning code. And then the final two items are from the property maintenance code. So, but that actually wasn't on, that didn't come out when I printed out the spreadsheet. So sorry about that.
What do the X's denote under columns F and G?
So some of these things didn't go through a board review. They, like the very first thing, special events procedures. We didn't have any. It was something the city manager and I think this was before you, Jess, or was this?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Jeff.
And Jeff, we're like, oh, wait, we don't have a thing for that. And so it was created and written, and it didn't go through that whole process. It went straight from staff to council to get it done in time. I think we were doing it before the Be Well Bellbrook and the 10K to kind of have a process in place, because we had to have the police involved, the service department, and it was like, wait, we need a process for that. So if there's an X there, that means that no board was required to review that. And so then you'll see a lot of them that you guys have done that are in the zoning code, that second grouping. The X after yours is because like we're having BZA, the PRC is looking at the property maintenance code, but as they get done with it, we're gonna pass it to you all because you need to see it too. So those ones are gonna go through more than one board, but not everything has to go through more than one board. So does that make sense what the X's are?
Sure does.
Okay.
So the first column that says board review, column F, that which board is that? I see columns F and G is the same board review, right?
Oh yeah, it just says board because then I'll put like I put dates, so it's planning board. You guys approved the permits and certificates where we updated the fees. You approved that one on the 17th of December. So it's got the PB there. So if when the PRC approves something, it'll say PRC and the date they approve it.
Okay.
Because sometimes it might start with you, sometimes it might start with a different board. And so I'll just identify it with a name of the board attached to that in that column. So
Okay, thank you.
and then I also didn't have time when I created this, like everything that went on to council has had law review, but I didn't get a chance to dig out. I realized here, I'm like, oh, there's a couple of blanks there, but honestly, the attorney saw them. Everything will have a law review.
Any other questions on this spreadsheet?
No, it looks good. Thanks, Pam. That's a lot of work.
Well, now that I have it created, it shouldn't be that much work to keep it updated. So that's the plan.
Any other open discussion? And I'll take silence as a no. In that regard, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Bennett made a motion to adjourn the January 21st meeting of the planning board. And this was seconded by Mr. Tuttle. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All
All right. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
See you next time.
All
See you next
right.
time.